This is the moment, man.
Grab your popcorn, because we are underway from the Movistar Arena. Real Madrid taking it from left to right on your screen with Felipe as the starting point guard. Let's see how he comes out. Guarded by Fournier, top of the key. There's Tavares, screen and roll. There goes Felipe, and he is shut down at the door by Fall. Got it back, floater, no good. And he couldn't grab the rebound, and Papanikolaou calls for calm.
That's great defense by Mustafa Fall, stopping the point guard and holding Tavares away from the basket.
Straight pass from Williams-Goss. I can't tell you, talking to these guys pre-game, coaches, players, how important these first 3, 4, 5 minutes they talked about. This is really going to dictate the pace for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and there's a lot of nerves right now, too, could be starting this game.
13 steals for Madrid on Thursday. Andres Feliz has been a big part of that. 6 steals in game 1. High-low game going in Real Madrid. They've got a couple of looks from down low. Hezonja couldn't get that one to go.
If you don't like a high-low, Tavares getting the ball into Hezonja doesn't make much sense. You want Tavares down there.
Still looking for the opening bucket of the game, and it's Williams-Goss. He was fouled by Feliz, and he'll get to the charity stripe.
Well, Madrid's going to hold that this one's on Feliz. I think they called it on Tavares. You're going to see Tavares come up and get that left hand in as he goes up right there on the elbow. So this has been an issue for Real Madrid. Tavares in early foul trouble. Ibaka on the bench. You know, other than Ibaka being able to hit the 3, I don't see that much difference other than experience between Bruno Fernando and Ibaka. They come in, they play physical type of basketball. I don't think that's a big loss, so to speak, for Madrid, although Ibaka has played some good games over the last couple of weeks.
A lot of experience you lose there with Ibaka, and especially against Milutinov, against Fall.
But the issue is Tavares with a quick foul in the first minute of the game.
Hezonja putting it on the deck. He's got a mismatch down low with Tavares as Vezenkov trying to just hold the big man off. Kick out, Hezonja dish to a ball, a wide open 3, and Madrid are on the board.
He's been your best three-point shooter through most of this season. Valdez, he doesn't take a lot of them, but he knows when it's his time to take it.
Your typical 3-and-D guy, and he has won the trust of Chus Mateo. Vezenkov into the paint. Williams-Goss orchestrating the offense with 10 to go on the shot clock.
Got to get the Vezenkov up here. Tavares, they make the switch now. Take him.
4 on the clock. Williams-Goss all defended all over by Tavares. Can't get the roll. Papanikolaou. But there's Fall. Papanikolaou. Kick out. Vezenkov. Pump fake in the corner.
That's well defended by Musa because he reacted after the pump fake and got back enough to affect that shot.
Speeding away from Papanikolaou, and a foul called on Olympiacos. The wily veteran who is, if you depend on anybody in these big games, it's got to be Papanikolaou, doesn't he?
He's always there when the time matters.
Hezonja got some space, and that's all he needs.
You cannot give him that much space coming off the pick. That was a lazy screen. It wasn't that aggressive at all. Hezonja gets a great look.
Fournier, first time we've called his name. Double team. Bodies hitting the deck. Ball's loose. Balde scrambles. Feliz off to the races. There's Musa.
50-50 ball right off the bat. Madrid winning the battle off the first one.
There's the high-low you were looking for, but Tavares couldn't secure it down low. And now, Goss with the C's parting. It's Williams-Goss.
And you see what happened there. Tavares knew that he was at a disadvantage, and he was smart enough not to get that second foul and just give up the easy 2 to Goss.
Back and forth we go. Madrid got off to a much hotter start in game 3. In game 2, as a matter of fact, as well. Musa way off on the spin and the floater right there. Fournier crossing. Vezenkov. Hezonja talked about it with Fournier's 3-ball off the back iron, and here come Madrid again. Backing down Hezonja. He loves the little turnaround fader right here.
He wants to get Bezenkov out of there.
There's the turnaround fader. Too strong.
And they got the foul this time on foul. Good battle right there. Tavares lucky not to get called for it. Both big men are going at it. Hezonja looked like he was getting a little frustrated with Abaldi. He wanted to clear him out and be able to go one-on-one. It gives an opportunity to dribble to the basket, not only shoot that fadeaway, but Abaldi stayed and kept his defender in the area to double team.
Well, a lot of people chalk this up. Hezonja right there off the inbound reverse and off the glass.
Real Madrid ran the same play the other day and got the same basket. If you're Olympiacos, that's poor scouting. You got to know that that play's coming on the out-of-bounds play.
4-point lead for Real Madrid, 4 minutes into this game. Fournier passed up the open look into the paint now. Whistle goes and Fournier will get to the line.
I'm looking over at the Olympiacos bench and see Coach Partsokis is almost taking a break. He went nuts the other day in the first quarter, had a lot of expression, a lot of running around. This time he's got his assistant off the bench trying to talk to the players. Maybe a little bit of a change of mentality, trying to relax his players a little bit as they look a little bit frustrated here offensively early on.
Fournier to the line. He was 9 of 10 in that 28-point night here from the Movistar Arena from the charity stripe, and starting his night 2 of 2.
And remember, in the game 1 and 2, he's 3 for 18 from the three-point line also, so he hasn't been hitting it from deep lately like he was earlier in the season.
Just 1 field goal for Olympiacos so far. That's a wild shot from Hezonja, who might have been looking for the foul.
That's why I talk about Hezonja not letting the game come to him.
Bezenkov, talk about letting the game come to you. Fall down low, the battle of the giants underneath the rack, and Fall gets it to go off the back of the rim.
Everybody has to be holding their breath every time Fall gets the ball down low with Tavares with that 1 foul, because we know Juice has the tendency to take Tavares out of the game and not put him in until the 3rd.
Abalde, Tavares, double team came. Tavares spins out of it, and a soft touch down low on the hook shot.
And Juice is not going to take a chance. He's got Bruno Fernando off the bench already with Capazzo.
Fournier, dump off, Fall! Gliding to the bucket, too strong off the glass. Felipe racing to the rack, and he gets the roll.
Boy, Andres Feliz, when he gets going on the open court, he finds creases everywhere.
Fall will try it again, this time from the free throw line, no good. Abalde running the break, he'll take his time, take the path, and take the layup. Bartzokis going nuts on the...
Bartzokis is livid with his team, not getting back on defense.
Well, Abalde wasn't sure if he was surprised by the space he had too. And Williams Goss, I don't know if he heard a whistle.
That's what I thought, because Goss stopped playing also, like he heard a whistle.
14-8, a little 6-0 run here from Real Madrid, and this place is starting to get a little ruckus, and that's what Olympiacos don't want to see happen in this first quarter.
Yeah, they brought the crowd into themselves by giving up easy baskets on the fast break, and Foul gets it down low, and they're going out to Tavares.
The EuroLeague superstars have come to play tonight. Bang! Have some of that.
That is remarkable. Can you believe what you're seeing? Look at him fly.
Oh my goodness, you have got to be kidding.
How about that?
Well, which of these two teams will be going? I know who that man wants to be going.
That's my boy right there. Raul. I was hanging out with Raul when he was 16 years old in the nightclubs.
Raul Gonzalez Blanco, a true legend around here. He comes for all the big games, and, well, you know he wasn't going to miss this one. Madrid with the early step ahead, 14-8 over Olympiacos, and so far just a couple of field goals for the boys in red. Fournier's gonna try to change that. And you talked about it maybe just dipping in form a little bit from three-point line, but hey.
Yeah, that feels good to make that one, but again, it wasn't a good offensive set by Olympiacos. That's not the way they like to run their plays.
Campato into the game for the first time. Fernando in as well, and he gets it down low on Fournier. Kick out, Musa, corner. Off the mark and fall. Wraps it up down low.
That's a big miss by Musa because that was a beautiful pass by Fernando.
Bezenkov looking for his first points of the night. That one just off the rim, and Hezonja skips around Williams-Goss. The whistle came. 13 foul for Olympiacos. Remember, Fournier had that huge first half here from Movistar Arena, and then came in the clutch in that regular season matchup. Hezonja wide open from the wing. Hezonja rattles it in.
Can't let him set his feet like that. Martzokis is going crazy. Papa Nicolau slides off him, and they give a wide open look. That's 2 wide open looks for Mario.
8 points for Hezonja already, and Fournier just gave that one away. Look at Fernando running the floor. The big man with a big slam on the break.
And Martzokis going right to his bench. He's tired of his players on the floor right now. Bezenkov walking off with his head down. Body language means everything in these games. And we know it's a game of runs no matter how you look at it. Walkup now checking into the game. Papa Nicolau out.
Fernando was kind of a forgotten man on the bench of Chus Mateo for a little bit. Didn't play in any of the play-in games. His numbers went down towards the end of the regular season.
But I think it was just kind of like, which one is going to play better tonight, Ibaka or Fernando, is what Chus was doing.
Well, that'll help his confidence with a nice early dunk in transition. Double point guard. Look at him fall! Timber!
Stretching it out from outside the arc.
Those long arms. Moves on, and again falls everywhere right now.
Man, those arms are everywhere, but I think he's going to get a rest as Milutinov jumps off the bench with 2:12 to go. And if you were in the piece of Friendship Stadium, he'd be getting a big old round of applause right now.
Well, there's a little corner in the Movistar Arena that are up on their feet, giving the big number 10.
I mean, you know he's long and he's got long arms anyways, but the extension from where he came from to where he arrived was huge.
Balde passed up the 3. Milutinov on him. Hezonja had to jack it up with 2 on the clock. Too strong. Fernando chips it into the hands of Williams-Goss. Fournier puts it on the deck. Fournier double clutch, and he's going to the line again.
He goes down, fix both of his tongues of the shoes, but you see him land on that right foot awkwardly.
Well, we were told that he's not 100%, but...
Who is 100% at this time of the year?
Nobody's 100%.
You're pretty lucky if you're 100% at this time of the season.
I'm playing at about 85 tonight.
And that's a good night.
Yeah. Fournier back to the line. He's 2 of 2 from the stripe, and well, he has been carrying this offense so far for Olympiacos in these first 10 minutes. Can't get the second to go when Madrid lead by 5 with under 2 to go here in the first quarter. Peters on Hezonja. Roll into the bucket, it's Fernando. Great job by Peters, fronting his man right there, and it's going to be an ISO from Hezonja. Fade away, and Milutinov with a great bit of defense.
But Milutinov, I'll tell you what, he's big, he looks slow, but he uses his size and his length to defend guards and forwards when he does make the switch off the pick and rolls. So They have such a confidence in him to defend outside players from the top of the key or from the corners like he just did with his onion, that they let him go one-on-one. There was no help, and he did a great job of not biting on the fake.
Garuba into the game, maybe for a little bit of defense here in the final minute and a quarter. Williams Goss has played from the tip, getting into the lane. Fournier, great defense by him all day. Peters had to put it up. And Yule off to the races. 16 points in that first game for Yule. Oh, Fernando skying up and slamming it home.
Where did he come from?
I don't know if Yui meant that to be an alley-oop, but he gets the assist anyways. And Fournier from the logo left it short, and Yui and Fernando.
I tell you what, this is a great moment in basketball. You got Sergio Yul, your captain, down there, Fernando going after the rebound. Sergio Yul's got to leave that ball to Fernando. It's the big man spot.
The captain, you got to give him the rebound, don't you?
No, you got to give the big man the rebound. But what a catch and dunk by Fernando on the other side. I tell you what, the two big plays offensively, he made a great pass to Moose in the corner, so Fernando playing some smart minutes.
Gonzalez into the game, just 25 seconds this series he's played. He'll get at least 31 tonight. Peters, walk up, around the horn it goes to Goss. Puts it on the deck, into traffic. Floater's short, Milutinov fighting. Reset shot clock, 7-second differential. Vildoza. Goss again, he's aggressive every time he gets the ball. Walk up, dump off. Milutinov, mid-range.
He's been hitting that shot. You got to get back on defense now.
Mr. Mandarina in three. No, he passed it up. Gonzalez with the leaner, and we are all done with the first 10 minutes here from the Movistar Arena. Real Madrid, 21-16. It's been even Steven so far. The home side, though, have had the advantage. Well, something's got to give here tonight. Will that record stay true, or will Olympiacos come here and end the season, end the Final Four dreams of Los Blancos? Yui. He's still got that step, doesn't he? So quick, but there's Walkup with the check from behind. Walkup sends Garuba flying, and Peters soars in with the one-handed slam.
I thought that was a little too unselfish by Thomas right there. He got Garuba off his feet. I thought he was going to go right up with it. When he handed it back, he gave Gonzalez a chance to get the block on Peters. It was a day late and $1 short right there.
A momentum play right there heading into the time.
And all of a sudden, Hugo Gonzalez getting minutes that we haven't seen him at all in his playoff.
Well, he's a defensive presence. Julie in the corner. Campasso steps out. And the pick came from Garuba. It'll be on Walkup, but oof.
Man, that was a big pick right there. I think that call could be.
We're kind of preparing for this game. Vildoza knows this guy really well. Vildoza and Campasso know each other really well. And Vildoza has given him problems in the past.
Talk about last year's championship.
Exactly.
Vildoza was in the doghouse for Panathinaikos. Oh, what a play by Gonzalez.
The youngster ripping it away from Milutinov. Yule steps into a three. Sergio Yui, the EuroLeague's all-time leading three-point shooter with a big bucket.
You see him setting those feet on the break. He starts stutter-stepping. You know he's about to pull up.
Peters, he's craving it down low against Yui. Williams Goss. It's a big lineup on the floor for Madrid right now. Fade away on the baseline, and Peters heading to the free throw line. Yeah, just that little bump right there on Peters.
Yeah, it's a foul. I mean, I know they don't like it, but it's a foul. You see him stutter stepping right there. You know he's about to pull up.
Just can never get out fast enough, can you?
No, but Yule has that thing where you'll see his left hand coming to the ball also. As he's dribbling with the right, you'll see the left hand coming to the ball prepared for the shot.
Peters drops both home. His numbers have taken a bit of a dip in this year that Vezenkov has come back. You've talked about maybe seeing them on the floor together a little more.
He's still a 54% three-point shooter.
Jui trying his luck again. That one off balance. Gonzalez hustling, but it's Williams-Goss hitting the deck. Still loose, ripped away. Gonzalez, who did go off last? It's Real Madrid ball. Is this an elimination game or is this an elimination game?
Look at the fight and the battle by every. Bartzokis is going crazy because he's got a couple players in the backcourt. Now Bartzokis and Garuba.
Garuba and Bartzokis getting into the face of one another. Well, you're the former player. What are they saying right there?
Bruno Fernando's catching on a back pick. He's moving on the screen. He doesn't like the call.
And this is how Olympiacos gets into their head.
Look, watch the pick. He's moving. The ball's in the air and he comes up and he undercuts his defensive player. That's an offensive foul all day long. And now Garuba gets a technical foul.
Maybe a little strategy from Bartzokis right there, getting in Garuba's face. A technical foul has been handed out. Peters to the line. That one was on Bruno Fernando. A chance for Olympiacos to tie or take the lead here. 2 minutes and some change into this second quarter. Point guard look from Olympiacos with Vildoza.
Maintain your composure if you're Madrid.
Williams-Goss, Peters down low on Gonzalez. Great pass, perfectly weighted. Milutinov short on the baseline jumper. Here comes Jui. Jui gonna try to get on the break. Take the arrow out of the quiver. Oh, Jui planted his feet, and that's an offensive foul. El Capitan.
People jacked up in the movie star.
Right in front of Raul Gonzalez Blanco, the other captain.
He's going to make Raul want to come back and play again. Be careful, don't let that right arm out on you.
Gonzalez, baseline drive, too strong. Did everything right there except that final touch. Williams-Goss. How many times have we seen him dribble into the paint? Peters.
Swarming defense by Madrid. They're all over the place. Gonzalez a little bit tired. Mentally, you get tired when you miss a layup like you did before, but he came back playing hard defense. Remember I told you about that left hand and you see it coming up. There it is, right there.
What do they call that in baseball? The give? Where you know what's coming? Oh, God, we're blanking out here. Let's get back to basketball. Vildoza, pump fake, pull up from the elbow. Campasso tracks it down. Campasso, whoa, big fall from Campasso. No foul called. Campasso gonna scrape himself up off the floor. Yeah, he goes right up, doesn't he, Peters? Great defense.
I didn't get a good chance to see where his feet were around that semicircle, but
well, Jui with a couple of threes in this half. That's been about the difference right now for Real Madrid. It's been low scoring these first 4 minutes or so in this second quarter. Milutinov. Vildoza off the screen, slips it off. Milutinov, Tavares there, and that's number 2 on Tavares.
He held him out long enough, put it back in. Now he gets a second foul 6 minutes ago. Let's see what Juice decides to do. It's been customary that he takes him out with 2 fouls until the third quarter, but man, this is do or die. You have to let the big man play.
Well, as of now, it looks like he's going to roll the dice and keep Tavares in. Fernando stays on the bench. Milutinov to the line. He's an 83.8% free throw shooter.
One of the most interesting stats to me is if you look at your Real Madrid fan, you're not happy about the fact that Olympiacos this is their 13th free throw of the game. Madrid's taken 2 so far. I mean, it's obvious that Madrid has been the more physical team
about
defensively.
being physical.
No, they are being physical, so you're gonna expect to put the other team on the line more often.
Well, look at the difference in field goals. It's 11-6 in favor of Real Madrid. If they could just keep Olympiacos off the line, they'd be in good shape right now.
Great pass.
Gonzalez wide open. Gonzalez strings the 3 over McKissick.
So happy for the young man. That's a big shot for him, man. I love this kid. I love his attitude. I love the type of kid he is. It's a big play. Love to see him on the court.
Gutsy move from Juice to give him these kind of minutes in this kind of game. Peters fadeaway off the glass. The big fundamental.
Oh, Peters, man, solid. He had great position. Milutinov read it. That's the one thing Olympia's got. 2 big men that can dish the ball up from the top.
Dewey left his feet. Oh, Gonzalez comes soaring in out of nowhere.
Was that for Tavares or was that for Hugo?
Dewey's gonna tell you he had eyes on it the entire time. Great. First shift from Dewey right there, who gets a standing ovation as he heads to the line. 6-point game. This has been neck and neck so far. Real Madrid has yet to succumb to Olympiacos and give up their lead, but they've been nipping at the heels all first quarter. Peters, spot up. Peters! That was a 2 right there.
They're
with a foot
taking
on the
advantage
line.
of that. They're putting Milutinov at the foul line. Tavares knows he's not going to shoot, but he gets the ball enough where he's got Peters down low. That's 2 possessions in a row.
Campasso. Oh, there's a mismatch down low for Garuba, but he's been pushed out of the paint. Slip off, dump down, and the slam from Eddie Tavares.
Great play by Campasso, shaking down Milutinov right there.
Four and a quarter to go in the first half. Look at Milutinov. Turn on the Jets, and number 3 for Tavares.
You saw his face immediately. And that is set up by the last 2 possessions where Milutinov was finding Peters down low. This time Peters sets a pick and doesn't cut low. And that gives a wide open lane to Milutinov to get to the basket and pick up the 3rd foul on Tavares.
How hard is it as a player who's been taught to go after the ball your entire life?
I mean, it's, he did it earlier on the fast break when Goss went down. It's an obvious situation. That's not an instinctive situation. Right. This time a guy gets by you, blows by you offensively, and your automatic instinct is go up and block that shot.
How about the quick step from Milutinov?
Listen, I don't mind him picking up the 3rd foul with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. It doesn't bother me. It might not be a good situation, but I think you're better off having him on the court than you are having him sit from halfway through the 1st quarter until the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's almost an hour and a half of just sitting there doing nothing.
You take him out of his rhythm.
With 3 fouls in the second half, I started to look to play zone defense with him in the game and let him sit back in the middle.
Yeah. Milutinov splits the 2 at the stripe. He's got 5 points. Tavares to the bench with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and a couple turnovers. 3 turnovers, as a matter of fact. Madrid with Feliz and Campasso on the floor for the first time tonight. Fournier back on the floor as well. It's been a while since we've seen them. Where's Vasenkov been? Campasso!
They took Milutinov to the hoop the last time, and Tavares got the dunk. This time he pulls up for 3. That's his first deep look of the night.
Well, Peters with 9 points, and that might be a big reason why Vasenkov has been on the bench here for the majority of this first half. We're gonna get our first look at Moses Wright as Milutinov comes strutting off the floor. Fournier back to the line. It's been a common theme tonight. 3 of 4. Most of his 6 points coming from the free throw line, and add to that tally 16 free throws for Olympiacos.
Couple small lineups for both teams out on the court right now. There's 3:30 to go. You got Bruno Fernando and Moses Wright at the 5 spot. All the rest are outside shooters and ball handlers.
Well, 3:30 to either chip into the lead or add to it. A big moment in the game coming up here over the next few minutes. Abalde dribbles into traffic. Fernando, Abalde, corner, baseline drive. Pull up, short, and gathered by Vildoza.
Musa ready to check in the game. He's the only guy that's played that hasn't contributed yet offensively. 0 points for him.
48 was about to get around Campasso, and Campasso gives a thumbs up of approval to the referee.
That's great defense by Campasso, getting a hand in there. He's just got a foot with it. You see on the crossover. He's such a pest defensively.
Musa into the game. This is an awfully attacking-minded Real Madrid 5 right now. Sabin Lee into the game as well. Let's see how he comes in. And great dish from Vildoza. Wright couldn't finish it on his first look at the bucket off the bench.
Man, that was an impressive defensive play by Fernando right there to block that shot.
Feliz after Campasso weaves his way down under the bucket. Campasso tried a little caño. A little nutmeg right there on Wright, and we will reset the shot clock with 14 to go and just over 2:30 remaining in this first half. Six-point lead for the home side, trying to stay alive. Hezonja, top of the key, passed up the 3. There's Feliz, 4 on the clock now. Hezonja knows it. Driving, Hezonja spinning, just got rid of it. And the floater in the lane, beautiful and very poised with the shot clock winding down.
I think everybody in the house thought he was going baseline, and he spun back to the middle.
Fournier. Fournier just got bumped by Feliz, and, well, Madrid sending Olympiacos to the line.
It's Madrid's defense all day. It's physical, man. It's good. I talked about the chest bumps. Feliz got it. It's a foul. Yeah, it's a foul, but, man, that's great defense. I don't care what you're doing. You got to play this kind of defense to win games. This play by Fernando. Moses Wright was wide open right there. Fernando recovers just in time to get his arm up. It's the defense by Madrid, all the Olympiacos, only 32 points right now. It's been the most impressive part of this game. Only 7 assists for Olympiacos, a team that loves to distribute a ball and play within each other.
8 field goals for Olympiacos. Yep. Half of their points have come from the free throw line. If you're Chus Mateo, do you say keep playing like we've been playing defensively?
Man. You keep doing it. You don't complain about the fact that the other team shooting more foul shots. You got to keep that pressure on them.
Musa stuck on a goose egg right now, gives it off. Fernando, Hezonja, corner 3. Hezonja, he's got 13 on the night. 9-point lead with under 2 to go in the first half.
He's so hard to stop because he's got such a quick release.
Fournier thought about it. Right. That's not where he wants to get the ball. Right. Driving. Out of control. Or was he? Soft little English off the glass.
Quite the shot by Moses Wright. I felt like Fernando was just too far away from him that time. You can't give him that much space.
Now, a little whirling dervish, that is Facundo Campasso. 4 fouls for Olympiacos Piraeus. Crowd wanted a foul there on Fournier. Musa will go to the line.
Crowd wanted a foul on Fournier, but Musa might have got lucky because he threw it bow up there on the way to the basket. Watch the elbow come up right there.
Yeah.
Good foul call, though. Musa going to the line.
Musa just trying to bully his way onto the scoreboard, I think.
Yeah, I mean, remember he went 12 points in a row the other day in the first quarter.
Well, in the first quarter, he's got a chance to get on the board for the first time tonight and successfully puts in his first look at the bucket from the free throw line. Our head-to-head,
yeah, really
struggling right now.
Yeah, both of them. Senkov, only 7 minutes on court time so far as the Ruben six-pack game, but I think before when Marsokas had his moment, he was a little bit upset with Senkov about not getting back on defense a couple times.
How long do you let that?
Not long. That's not Senkov.
First teamer, former MVP, Fournier, pump fake. Oh, Fournier, calm in the lane, calm in traffic.
Well, I tell you, he had Moses right in the baseline for a dunk, but Evan Fournier said, man, I'm taking this for myself, big man.
Musa, Hessonia again, that's his spot. Way short on the three ball there. Long pass up, Lee, Euro step, slicing through defenders, and a big little run here from Olympiacos.
#1 play in basketball, you never get back on defense without looking at the ball. Felice got his back turned to the ball the whole way. He turns around and sees that there's no way Saban Lee gets that layup. You can't give up fast break opportunities like that by not seeing the rock.
45-40. Olympiacos with an important little run before this halftime break because
you felt like Madrid was going to go in with maybe a double-digit lead.
Got it. The next defense would play low. We play low with the big men. And on the big side, you stay with Hessonia.
Hey, get the fuck out.
I have a timeout. Hey, I have a timeout. If I don't have it and we have time, we play more. I want to come up from the middle, okay? Pass, hard off and good straight. You're gonna find them. Let's go.
Corey, you gotta get over and no foul. Come on, both ways. Let's go. Olympiacos.
Well, you hear the instructions. First, they're going to have to defend before they can think about cutting into this lead.
For the next 20 minutes, because go ahead.
That's what won them the game in Game 3.
Absolutely, and it's what's got to win the game tonight. But both teams are scoring at a higher pace than the other 3 games, though.
Eddie Tavares back in the starting 5 out of the halftime break with 3 fouls.
I like it by Chus. Get him out there.
Being a gambler here in this second half. Vezenkov still stuck on 0 points so far. He'll look to change that immediately, but he passes that one up for Williams-Goss, and Williams-Goss 7 points on the night.
Boy, that's unselfish play by Vezenkov right there, but I really thought that was his shot to take.
You talk about
he's got to get himself into this game.
You talk about the game coming to you, and that can happen in the first half or the second half,
Absolutely.
I suppose. And he's a mature enough player to know you don't want to force anything. Abalde working on fall. He's shadowing Abalde, and that leaves Tavares open. Tavares, great defending right there. Shot clock violation.
Boy, that's great defense. You see Vezenkov gets on the top side. You're going to see the 3 from Goss here in the corner. But on the defensive side, Vezenkov gets on the top side, and he brings it back to Fall, who comes over and makes the block right at the shot clock.
Olympiacos have trailed all game. Vezenkov has not had a bucket. They've got a chance to tie or take the lead right here. Fournier right to the rack, and he's going to the line.
And is that number 4 on Tavares? Yes, it is.
It's number 4, just a minute and 7 seconds into this
I don't like that
half.
call. Tavares does turn his back on the play, but he's got his hands up.
That is a momentum changer right there. Tavares coming out. He lasted all of 67 seconds with that third foul.
Tavares has only played 10.5 minutes of this game, and Madrid has led for most of it. So his presence is important, but it's not the most important thing that Real Madrid has. Remember in the fourth quarter the other day, they played without Campasso, they played out without Tavares, without Musa, without Azonia on the floor, and they won the game, so you can't take this as a disadvantage.
20 minutes trailing Real Madrid. They come out with a quick run, and they lead right now. How long will they be able to hold on to it? Fall to the, sends Musa to the line, and Musa got warm. We're not gonna say he got hot, but he got warm in the end of the second quarter. Chus and the rest of Real Madrid would love to see him come to life here in this second half.
So that young lady, obviously, Musa needs to be effective for Madrid, as Olympiacos has missed Vasengov's points. Real Madrid has missed Musa's effectiveness offensively also.
12 points a game for Musa, 12.2. He's the second leading scorer for Real Madrid. And with this made free throw, he's got half his average here tonight, 49-48. I got a feeling this one's going back and forth until the finish line.
You think?
Oh, what a look from Vasenkov, and Vasenkov says, I don't got to score to make an impact. 48, 19 points.
It's the first time you've seen that from Olympiacos tonight with the backdoor cuts. We saw it a bunch on Tuesday night.
Musa drives, great defense on the help side from Williams-Goss, but there was a foul, little hand check. Musa feeling the effects of it. Yeah, just a little coming together right there on the baseline. Campasso. Abalde. Oh, those are the shots you see him make every time.
I had the perfect angle watching that. It looked like it was money from our angle.
He has become such an important player, Abalde. Hitting clutch threes, defending. Elbow jumper, and one from Williams-Goss. He had a slow first half today, but he's starting to heat up like he did in that first half in game 3.
That's a big play right here. Campasso gets stuck on the backside, comes in. Definitely got the hand coming in on the backside. If you're gonna get a hand coming in from the backside, you want to get the right one, not the left one, because shooters have a tendency to release the left hand when they release the ball. So Campasso with the foul goes to the bench.
Williams-Goss a chance to get into double digits, and he is the second Olympiacos player with 10 or more points. Largest lead of the game for the Greeks. Musa kicking out. Feliz. Abalde, 8 on the clock. Look at Fournier tipping it up, but Fernando recovered. Feliz there, 4 on the clock. Azonia still loose, and watch out.
Boy, Andres Feliz fighting every possession, every ball. This time with Vasenkov. Vasenkov, look at the height difference that Vasenkov has, but Feliz continues to go after every rock possible.
Scrambling right now on the offensive end, Real Madrid, since coming out of the halftime break. Feliz looking to work his magic. Azonia cuts it back and throws it down on the baseline. Woo!
Got that thing back like someone's gonna steal it from him.
2-point game. Vasenkov still scoreless. Fournier with 19. He had his career high here Bezenkov still off the mark, but Fall chases down the rebound. Williams, Goss! Follow up, and I think everybody was expecting a whistle right there. Fall won't mind that it didn't get blown.
Easy bucket in the backside. You have a little bit of rotation there, but a couple offensive rebounds for Olympiacos. Madrid cannot give that up with a 4-point deficit.
Musa, Fernando, kick out, Abalde, quick trigger, no good. Chasing it down, it's Fernando. Musa, that's about as good as a look. He'll get all night from beyond the arc. Papa Nicolau.
Right now, Madrid is just letting Olympiacos play a little bit more smoother offensively. Let him catch the ball, let him get pick and rolls like that. You don't see as much contact body-wise.
Papa Nicolau pulls up and strings a three. He may not put up big numbers, but he puts up big shots.
The silent assassin right there. We haven't even said his name. You know, he's got one of those names when you're calling it or you're commenting, it's so hard to say. And you know if you need to say it aloud, you say it aloud. We barely said Papa Nicolau tonight, and that was a step back three. Devastating, now 7-point lead.
16-4 run for Olympiacos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, put your trade tables and seat backs in the upright position. It's Turkish Airlines flight time. Bruno Fernando running the break and flushing it home in transition.
Hey, Mario Zoni after that last baseline cut.
Yeah, come on.
Might have had a little case for it, but we already had that one set up for us.
I was in the holsters, and well, Bruno Fernando.
Here we go.
Well,
and maybe they're right not to give it to him. That was just a quick dunk. How quick he goes.
All right, a double dose of flight time. You can put your trade tables down now. We got 5:15 left in this third quarter.
Most important stat that we're looking at right now is a 16-4 run in the third quarter by Olympiacos over Madrid. Madrid's letting them do what they want offensively. And on Madrid's offensive side, they just look, Musa's dribbling the ball out too much, getting into too much traffic in the middle of the lane. They're not even getting wide open looks. Abalde missed one or two, but that was it.
Just 4 points for Madrid in this first 4 minutes. And Williams Goss looking at his coach, perhaps inquiring.
That's an interesting little call. As him and Felice get tangled up as they're running down.
Oh boy, he just got teed up too. And Williams Goss, when you got a little wind in your sails, maybe not what you want to do right there. And he's pleading his case to uninterested ears on the bench. Well,
why would he? Your team's winning by. I love this guy. I love Nigel. That's not a smart basketball play right there. You got tangled up. You got lucky that they missed a free throw. That's for sure. But you get tangled up, you can't get that foul called and then get a technical on top of it.
There you see him just pleading his case, and that, for me, that's a soft technical.
Yeah, but he had no case to plead there.
I get it, but it wasn't demonstrative. He was just saying something to the referee. Felipe, oh, get it out of here, Felipe.
Look at Felipe get it back, though. Look at him get it back.
Felipe.
Are you kidding me?
Well, Madrid will take it how they can get it right now because nothing on the offensive end is working.
It's
but
true.
A hustle play.
But I'm telling you how scrappy he is. He doesn't give up on the rock. And look at him turn and spin.
Well, those are the plays that can win you ball games right there.
Change it. They change the game. We have a magic moment at the end of every game. That could be the magic moment, but that's 2 missed free throws by Madrid.
Oh, Felice came screaming in, trying to rip away the rebound. Now walk up. Gonna hold things up, set up the offense. Bezenkov still on a goose egg. Musa, who did he go off of last? And the referee on the baseline got the best look at it. Walk up from a difficult angle to inbound it. Gets it to Fournier with 6 on the clock. Fournier up and under. Fournier! With a hand all in his face.
Not much you can do there if you're Alberto Baldi.
Down by 7. Olympiacos have taken control of this game in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Tough shot by Hezonyan, somehow found the space to squeeze it through and off the glass. Walk up. Oh, so smart walk up right there. Fournier's got the hot hand. Do it again, Fournier. Oh,
good hands.
Great defense from Real Madrid. Everybody in the stadium with eyes on Fournier. Abalde, Musa. Musa, kick out, 10 on the clock. No need for rushing. Feliz. Andres Feliz. He has been in a renaissance since the middle of the season.
It's really been fun to be a part of watching him. Great confidence throughout the year. He was the most unconfident player I've seen in a Real Madrid uniform in years. And now he's got all kinds of confidence.
He looked like he was on the exit ramp. Papa Nicolau leaves it short. Guess who's there for the rebound? Musa wanted to tie it with a 3. Musa, oh, an offensive foul. He was getting him with the elbow and shielding off the defender. The fans here can't believe it. We'll have to have another look. Oh. Well, the motion that the referee made wasn't the motion that Musa made.
Yeah, it looked like that. Looked like the referee was calling that chicken wing hold.
The chicken wing, but he was getting held up more than anything.
Yeah.
One possession game, Olympiacos trying to change it. Milutinov, Vezenkov, free throw line, floater. Finally, it's Vezenkov. And is it his time to shine?
Yeah, that's the guy you do not want to start if you're Real Madrid.
They've held him off the entire night, but they trail by 5, and Vezenkov might have just got the green light for the next 13 minutes. 5 on the clock. Fernando on the floor, and Vezenkov called for his first foul.
That'll send him to the line. Those 2 free throws.
Fernando. Not a tremendous free throw shooter, but he knocks that one down. And he gets the second one to go. Should bite my tongue, 76.2%. I know I'm not doing any better. Under 3 to go here. 3-point game to Vezenkov. Milutinov, Vezenkov, quick trigger, and he's going to the line. Felipe a little too aggressive right there out on the perimeter.
Yeah, it's so hard to control your instincts as you go for it. He definitely gets him on the elbow. But man, you have Vezenkov fading away in the last second of the shot clock, taking a difficult 3. You can't bail him out and put him on the line right there. But I mean, Felice is just an aggressive player. He's going to go after everything.
Vezenkov, who has been quiet all night, might just start to come to life here in the most important moment of this game and in the season.
Again, last Tuesday night when they were down 10, he brought the team, got 6 points in a row on a 3. and an and one play in the middle of the lane. So we've already seen the play in the middle of the lane, a little loft that he threw up earlier. This time he gets a foul and knocks down all 3 free throws. 6-point lead now.
Madrid just trying to claw on, hang on right now, as Olympiacos have the wind in their sails. Bruno Fernando double team coming, walk up.
Too much time looking into Fernando right there. And then on top of it, you throw a lob pass. You got to switch to the other side of the floor. 6 seconds now. They better have a good play set up.
Dewey, 5 on the clock. He knows he's got to act quickly. Dewey, oh! Well, that might have been a bailout right there from Olympiacos.
That was, I mean, we talked about the fact you have to have a good play setup, but you got you on the line and on the floor, you know what the play is. And again, Fournier gets his hand in. That's a foul.
It's that quick trigger, man. It's just so unpredictable, isn't it, Fournier? Well, he fell for it right there. These are some big free throws coming up for Sergio Dewey. 80% free throw shooter. You had those huge couple threes at the beginning of the quarter, or it was the second quarter, but he was 0 for 9 in the last 2 games from downtown. He's corrected that. Fournier, kick out. Papanikolaou, Vesenkov off the glass and over Fernando.
This is Olympiacos basketball. Penetration, pitch out the other side, cutting Vesenkov down the middle, bounce pass, easy look off the glass.
It just looks like they're wearing down Madrid right now. Felipe in the corner, they need it, he gets it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, man. He might give Capasso about 4 more years of playing life, man.
90 seconds to go in the third quarter. We've got a 2-point game. Fournier, step back, left it short. Felipe is there. Another rebound for the point guard. That's number 6. Dewey, Felipe.
Boy, Felipe's wanted it too.
Oh, Fournier came in and picked off that pass. 21 points and a couple of really big plays on the defensive end for Fournier.
Yeah, you know, Felipe made a big mistake there. Then he combined it with another one because he didn't have to make this foul. He didn't see Fournier anticipating that pass, and then he comes up. He's got him stopped there in the fast break. He's got defenders getting back. He didn't need to make that foul and send Fournier to the line.
Felipe picks up number 3 with 11:03 to go in this game.
I've never seen a guy win over fans over such a long period of time here. You know, usually in Madrid, it's either we love you or we hate you, one or the other.
He was on the wrong side of that for a little while.
He was on the wrong side of it, but right now, man.
Well, he can win their hearts a little more here over the next quarter and some change. Fournier misses the free throw. They've gone to the line 25 times. They've hit 22 of them. It's the underlying story of this game.
It is, and it has to do with the physicality of Madrid.
1 for 2 from the line. Fournier's got 22. Under a minute to go. Olympiacos have taken control of this game, but they have not been able to stretch the lead out. Madrid hanging on in this third quarter. Garuba catch and shoot, left that one short. Fernando battling, Milutinov scrambling, walk up, calming things down.
Big possession here for Madrid to get a stop and get a score. You're going to get another opportunity on the other side.
Vesenkov.
You see the ball movement now.
Vildoza off the back heel, and Sergio Dewey Shot clock and game clock are basically the same. They can hold it for one.
Well, I wouldn't have been surprised if you just went down and took that.
Well, they know that every possession counts, and they want to spare every possession from Olympiacos. Felic driving. Felic off the glass, too strong.
Oh, that's
Milutinov right there. Buzzer.
That's just bad luck for Felic, because that's his shot. That's the shot he's been making over this entire playoff.
3-point game, 10 minutes to go. Olympiacos, they're a quarter away from the Final Four. Can they hold Madrid off?
They're gonna have to, man. It's to tell you, Olympiacos are fighting, but Madrid's not going away. And I have a feeling they're gonna pick up their physicality here in the fourth quarter one more time.
Well, it's all or nothing time for Los Blancos, who let the game slip from them a little bit. It was Nigel Williams-Goss, a familiar face, getting things started, and Evan Fournier continuing his track, his phenomenal performances here in Madrid.
Look, if you want to win playoffs, you want to win championships, they look great in the first quarter, giving up 16 points, but they've given up 26 points in the next 2 quarters. So, listen, if you're going to win this game, if you're going to force the 5th game, Olympiacos cannot.
On the bench to start. Tavares still on the bench as well. Hezonja going to the rack, dumps it off. Garuba fighting for it. Loose ball off of the referees.
I gotta bet they're gonna have to take a look at this. I saw feet, hands everywhere.
Yeah, it was a scramble, it was a jumble, but walk up right there.
Yeah, walk up got the last kick.
So good play.
Which leaves only 8 on the shot clock here. So again, Madrid has to have something set up to get a good shot off this out of bounds play.
Well, they've got a chance to cut it to 1 or to tie it here. Since the early parts of the 3rd quarter, it's been Olympiacos with the lead. Walk up, pushing the pace and slowing things down.
They're gonna
Double
give up that
screen.
look.
Vezenkov pops out. How many times have we seen that? Papanikolaou in the corner, and he drills it. Papanikolaou with 1, 2, 3 big threes tonight.
Coast us, baby. From the corner.
Vildoza with the swipe.
Oh!
Hezonja with a big slap at the door.
What a play by Hezonja right there.
Spiking it in transition on the Vildoza layup, but Vildoza gets the roll, and 3 is better than 2, baby.
That is a huge moment in this game. That might be the bubble that just burst for Real Madrid on a play like that. Hezonja comes back, makes a huge play, but they give the ball back to Vildoza. Look at this play by Hezonja.
And a little beso over to the crowd here, wearing red on the expensive seats of the Movie Star Arena. 6-0 run. The lead has ballooned out to 9 points, and Madrid are in some trouble.
A lot of game left, they're saying. A lot of game that they got. It's 9 points for 9 minutes. You're fine if you're Real Madrid. The only problem that you're feeling right now is a lack of momentum, a lack of energy. Papanikolaou, man, he's just one of those guys, dude. Not only is he one of the nicest guys I've ever met in the game, but he just comes up in big moments, and he's solid. He does so many things that you don't see statistically, and then all of a sudden he pops a couple, 2, 3 threes on you.
Campasso, fouled by Papanikolaou. First team foul here, less than 90 seconds into the 3rd quarter.
See, now you're going to see Olympiacos use their fouls wisely with this 9-point lead.
And Zonia threw it away, and guess who was there? Papanikolaou. Couple big threes already today. Big steal right there, and a chance to extend the lead to double digits.
Olympiacos has that double team on a low post set up. They're bringing it from the backside.
Walk up, pull up, short, Garuba. Here comes Yui. Yui forcing the issue. Yui forced it a little too much, looking for the foul, none came. Now walk up and Olympiacos have numbers. Dump off Milutinov, hook shot no good. Chasing it down, it's the big number 33. Vazenkov extra pass. Papanikolaou! Insatiable performance from the veteran.
Blanca, baby! Papanikolaou!
What a moment for Papanikolaou. 9 points, all from downtown. And that might have just been the nail in the coffin. A lot of time left, but Madrid need to make a move here quickly.
They need to make a run quick with 7.5 to go.
Oh, Garuba put his shoulder right into the chest of Walkup, the former defensive player of the year.
And sometimes being a defensive player of the year doesn't mean getting steals, and it doesn't mean shutting down penetrations. It means absorbing that first contact and getting that second one.
He felt the first one, knew the second one was coming. 12-point lead. Milutinov shielding off the defender. Vazenkov there, tucks it back. Milutinov gets the roll off the iron. Soft floater in the lane. Everything going Olympiacos' way.
Boy, look at the battle. Milutinov and Tavares. And I'll tell you what, Olympiacos has stepped up fourth quarter defense. There is so much contact. Look at Tavares and Milutinov in the middle. You couldn't see it on that replay, but they are going at it in the middle. And you see these easy looks that Olympiacos getting on the offensive side. Madrid is not getting those. They haven't been getting them since midway through the third quarter.
Well, whatever Coach Bartzoka said to his guys and the adjustments he made in the defensive end in the second half, they have worked to a T. 18 points given up. Now make that 19 here in this second half. There is the man with the plan. .12-point game here from Movistar Arena.
Olympiacos is just as good at controlling the tempo of the game, too, when they're up by double figures. Madrid does it well, but Olympiacos has the same ability to do it, the way they extend the floor.
Vildoza being pressured by Yui. Vildoza, not again, not again. He checked Papanikolaou.
God, he's Blanca.
Papanikolaou calling game and punching the ticket to the Final Four here in the Movistar Arena in Game 4.
You say we haven't said his name very often.
Well,
and look at the man step up in the biggest moment. And he just bricked the free throw.
Just a few steps back, and he's going after it. Papanikolaou going after it, showing all kinds of heart. Musa, oh, Milutinov wants a little smoke. Musa letting frustration boil over.
We've seen this happen before for Real Madrid. So you got to be careful at the end of the game. You're down 15. You see Musa dribbles in. I don't know what Musa's doing. Why is he trying to get the ball? The ball's out of bounds.
Well,
and he doesn't want to. He don't want to pick a fight with Milutinov, does he?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he wants to pick a fight with the big number 33. He'll put him in a headlock and give him a noogie. There's Zonia following up his own miss down low.
But what about the hustle by Papa Nicolau diving after that rock into the publicity stands?
I mean, that's what he's known for nowadays.
Right.
He's not known for winning games from beyond the arc. He can do it. Vildoza wants some. Look at Papa Nicolau with a poke from behind, keeping possession for Olympiacos Piraeus. Vezenkov, walk up, driving, dishing. Vildoza takes a dribble, give and go, and a kick ball.
This is exactly what I was saying. Olympiacos, they'll kill you off offensive rebounds when they miss shots. They'll take the ball, they'll run another 14 seconds off the clock. And now, I mean, it's their game to give back to Madrid. You're looking at this. It's a 13-point lead, 5:47 to go. When there's a comeback, we always talk about getting down to 10 with under 5 minutes. Madrid's still right there.
They're not out of it. They're not out of it.
Mathematically, they're not out of it. But it feels like mentally and physically they are.
No, I mean, for a team that's only scored 22 points in this second half, scoring 10 in the next, chip it into the lead. Well, we got Chus Mateo.
Métete aquí, Eddie, rápido, corre. En cuanto veas que el balón va por el aire, métete aquí. Y vamos a hacer este aclarado a la derecha. ¿De acuerdo? Pase corto, Facu. Aquí está Sergi, aquí está Musa. ¿Vale? Vamos a atacar aquí a la derecha. Tengamos paciencia luego. Chicos, luego ejecutemos 4. Venga, 4.
I mean, you see to me, talking about this in the beginning of the game about how physical Madrid needs to be. I'm not sure if they're tired here in the second half because it's been a rough road for them these 4 games. But you only have 2 fouls here in the fourth quarter as team fouls for Madrid. This is the time they needed to be using their body, committing fouls, getting in the passing lanes, and trying not to give Olympiacos easy looks at the hoop.
Campasso pressuring Milutinov. Dewey off the mark. Milutinov. Campasso chasing down the board. He'll want the 3, but I don't think he's getting it. I'm going to tell you what,
that's a huge rebound by Campasso right there because that was an easy putback for Walkup. Campasso comes up behind him and rakes the ball from him. Watch this. He came back from Papa Nicolau. Papa Nicolau pulls that right back up. That's an easy 2.
Are they going to look at this? I think they're going to look at this and potentially debate giving him 3 free throws.
I'm not opposed to it because we haven't had many of these tonight.
Yeah,
so
you know what? It's been refreshing.
And you have to take a look at this only because I'm not a fan of it, but you see him making the move here, walk-up fouls.
So now we are checking the other angle.
He throws that ball up after his foot comes down on the ground, though.
You tell me when you called the foul.
Let's listen in.
One more time. This is better. So we go now. Now. So this is the contact you call. He gathered with one hand, but he never started the upward motion, which starts now. This is on the floor. Okay. We call.
And the time is
confirmed on the floor, 5:28.
It'll stay on the floor, so the call on the that was originally made will stand. Well, I think Madrid right now, they were just hoping for that to get a little bit of just a little bit of an opening or some sort of glimmer of hope, because right now they've looked pretty hopeless in these last 4.5 minutes.
Their body language has not been what they're used to seeing. And now what we saw in the 3rd and 4th quarter on Tuesday night. So they have 5.5 minutes to pull back.
Sonia gliding to the iron and laying it up off the crystal.
It's all about stops and baskets now. Stops and baskets.
Well, it starts on this possession for Real Madrid, but Olympiacos, they've got other plans. Papanikolaou, he's taking this game over here in the 4th quarter. Oh, Vezenkov. Tough shot there, one-footed fader. That is the 5th foul on Olympiacos. So
stop the clock, go to the line, get free throws, doing what they need to do over the last 30 seconds.
Certainly a formula to chip back into this game.
And Tavares is moving a little bit on that pick, too. Not called. The foul's called beforehand, but that's a dangerous one by Tavares. Bartzokas wants to go to his closer.
That's exactly what he's doing right now. Is he's sniffing maybe a little momentum on the side of Madrid, and Fournier will come back into this game. 10 points. You talked about it. 5 minutes left. That's where you want to be.
I mean, this game's far from being over.
Is going off the court, and well, he looks a little agitated, I think.
Madrid does have 2 fouls to give here, so they can continue to be physical.
In trouble. Oh, what a save from Campasso. Julie, sparking life in the comeback for Madrid. The press is on. Fournier, Williams-Goss, sliding by Yui. K-Pop.
That looked like Fenerbahce played last year when they beat Madrid in overtime.
7 points, 4.5 to go. Williams-Goss spinning into traffic, almost lost it. 5 on the clock. Bumping into Campasso, can't get the bucket. Rebounded by Abalde, and here comes Yui. Yui
is he
from
gonna
the
do
logo. Way short on the 3 ball.
I don't think that was a good shot, but it would have been incredible. He'd have blew this place up if he made it.
Well, he was looking to add another one to the long list of his highlight reel. 3 balls. Fournier. Vasenkov, wide open. Vasenkov rattles in and out. There is Yui for the rebound. Campasso.
All kinds of time. Madrid does not have to find a
cross.
3.
Campasso. Campasso! Cutting into this lead. We've got a 4-point game. 3:33 to go.
We haven't heard any fat lady singing yet, baby.
We told you this is going down to the wire. 4-point game. Fournier jacks the 3. Forced the 3. Well, I don't think the shot selection was what Bartzokas.
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, we'll have to see it on the replay, but
this call is awful. I'm going to tell you right now, Vasenkov's just running backwards, and Tavares just holds his ground.
Well, that does 2 things. It gives the ball back to Olympiacos, but it takes all the momentum out of the Madrid
That's
run.
the problem.
The fans here, 14,000 strong, if I'm not mistaken, up in arms about the call. Fifth foul for Tavares. And has his EuroLeague season come to an end?
That's the question, and if it is, that is not the play for it to come to an end on. I don't think that was a great call at all.
Situationally, as a referee, you know he's got 4 fouls. I know it shouldn't come into play.
He doesn't know he has 4 fouls. He's not supposed to anyways.
It's a play that will be talked about. That is for sure.
I mean, the reason why I think the foul is called because Vasenkov is running backwards with his head not turned back.
Is that Eddie's fault, though?
No, not at all. He's holding his ground.
Yeah.
It's just as if you're playing a man to man, and you're not looking over your shoulder and someone sets a good pick. It is what it is, but what Madrid can't do now is be affected by it. They have to continue to keep this pressure defense on them.
Yeah. Little dust up between the fans over here.
Still a foul to give if Olympiacos has a fast break opportunity.
48, 22 points on the night. Fournier's been the man. coughs it up. Here is Walker. Fournier from the logo takes the dribble. Great defensive all day. Walker beat the buzzer, short on the shot, but Milutinov with a massive offensive board.
You have to block out Milutinov.
Fournier driving, dumps it off. There's Yui. It's a foot race. Sergio Yui. Oh no, he went too strong on the left-handed layup. He had done everything right, and Yui, can you believe it? The all-time...
Malcolm comes out of nowhere and pulls up.
The all-time three-point leader had a layup in transition.
Your defense is still dominating right now, so you have to keep it up if you're Real Madrid. Forget about that play. The problem was he had two people following him on offense to get that tap in. It just unfortunately went out of bounds.
Well, you know,
boy, that's a two-point game right there with that layup.
I was just going to say, if you're Madrid, you don't want to think about that like that, but a big chance right there, and now you got to come back defensively. Where's the Olympiacos offense been? Who do they go to in their time of need? Is it Bazenkov? Is it Fournier? Williams-Goss has had something to say about it in this second half as well. Here is the former Madridista, Bazenkov. He knows he's got 4 on the clock. Great defending of Balde. Bazenkov!
No!
Bazenkov just drilled a 3-ball, and it is a 7-point game.
Are you kidding me? What a shot by Bazenkov.
Well, that was a very convincing call from the referee, and then he looked very quickly over at his assistant. They're going to take a look at it. Papa Nicolau always looks at us when he's talking, when the replay is going on. And Bazenkov wants another one. Left it short.
It's a 5-point game.
80 seconds to go. Campasso. Madrid can't stand not to get a bucket on this possession. Abalde. Baseline jumper from right outside the lane. Well, I don't know about you guys at home, but I just got some goosebumps. This is going down to the wire right now. Olympiacos trying to hold on.
Fernando needs to step out on Goss.
Williams-Goss, he's lost. Where's he going? 2 on the clock. Goss lost it. Campasso with the steal, and here they come. Under a minute left. Down by 3. You don't need a long ball now. Campasso's going to take it.
Need that one.
Too strong from Campasso.
I didn't think you needed that one right there. You had the fast break. You could have went for the easy 2.
Well,
still got time though. You 15 seconds.
14,
you got to get a stop.
14 seconds. Separate the shot clock and the game clock. Vildoza drives. Bazenkov reverse. No good. Milutinov scrambling for it, and it's called for Olympiacos, but as soon as he made the call, he went right to the booth. Let's have a look right here. Well,
I mean, at that height, you have to think that Milutinov is the one that hits that ball out of bounds. How tough of a shot was that by Albaldi? That's a short corner shot in a pressure situation. Let's see it. I think there's too much time to foul. It's got to be under 10 seconds for me.
Okay. Well, they've got Musa, Bezonia, and Yui. Yui, foul on the floor. Even a position right here.
And Bruno Fernando ain't no small dude either, my man. Watch him go after the rock. He's going after it as if he knows he's going to miss.
All nets again from Campasso. The inbound. Olympiacos have struggled with it in this quarter. Fournier opens up. Quickly fouled. And he's going to the line with 12. Fournier to the line. Oh, he missed the first one. He missed the first one.
That's the reason why I think it's too long to get yourself into that situation.
9 of 12 from the free throw line. They've gone to the line 28 times. They've hit 23. They need this one. Sinks the second, and it's a 2-point game with 12.8.
And look who's checking into the game. If you're on that bench, that red bench, Sergio, you are checking into the game with down 2. 12.8 to go again. Madrid has to attack the basket quick.
And now Olympiacos drop back, play defense. A chance to tie. Campasso pulls up. Hezonja spinning. Hezonja. Abalde, 3 on the clock. Abalde off the front iron. Olympiacos Pires is going to the Final Four.